Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends X-Men 97, the X-CUTIONER. We'll talk about his name in a minute. A lot of you guys have asked me to review these X-Men 97 figures. I want to, I can't find them. I don't have any of the ones from the second wave other than this guy and I guess Magneto. Is he in a different costume? Maybe I don't. Yeah, I have this guy. Huh. I do have him and him. I mean, him and him. I don't have any of these. So if you guys have these available to sell at a reasonable price or are able to find them at stores or something, let me know. I would like to review them, but I can't find them. Since the show came out, everybody freaked out and bought them like they were hotcakes. So I don't have them. Anyway, I will review them if I can ever find them. Okay, so this guy, he's got some really good stuff going on paper at least, and some questionable stuff too. We're going to talk about all of it, so let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alrighty, before we look at the figure, I do want to give you a quick look at my package, and it is good. I do like the X-Men 97 packaging, mostly. Like, I like the concept of the cards like this. This particular packaging doesn't do much for me. It doesn't have the same feel as the more nostalgic ones, but it's fine. You guys can let me know what you think about that. Artwork up here, that's good. Artwork over here, good, except very different from the figure. The coloring is way nicer on this. This guy is drab and bland. Very different, so that's unfortunate. On the back, it's just another picture of the figure with slightly better coloring on the back compared to the figure, but not as much. So yeah, it's fine packaging. I like the retro stuff personally. Let me know what you guys think. If you care at all, if you're not an on-card collector, I would be surprised. All right, let's get that out of the way. Okay, question of the day. 2 questions. First of all, did you like the new cartoon? I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I haven't watched it yet. And if you guys want to talk about it in the comments, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You can do that. Second question is, do you find this guy's name goofy? X-CUTIONER is so on the nose, campy, bad that I really can't get behind it. I get what they're going for, but it just seems silly to me. Okay, let's get into the review. Those were silly questions of the day. Let's see. He stands just shy of 6.5 inches. He's kind of short. That's going to make him roughly 16.5 centimeters. Here he is up against what? Oh my goodness. Every time I grab Darwin, he's doing something else that he probably shouldn't be doing. Okay, here we go. He is just a touch taller than Darwin. He is going to be shorter than a McFarlane Batman, and he's going to be significantly shorter than a Marvel Select Captain America. So, very standard size for Marvel Legends. Okay, so this guy. At first, I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of new stuff here that's awesome, and it is. That's always a good thing in concept, because obviously the new stuff could be bad, but it's good that they're giving you new molds, right? That's a good thing. They're sculpted well enough. Like, it definitely has a cartoony vibe, because his clothing is very flat looking. It looks like a Pixar type thing, so it's okay. I mean, I get what they're going for, so that's fine. The only thing that really stands out to me is it doesn't have enough saturation to bring it to life, like I showed you the image and on the box, and there's not any shading anywhere, so it looks very cheap. Having the flat sculpt work, the very basic sculpt work, which is a style, that's fine, but without any shading or anything, it just feels like a really cheap figure. It's not terrible, because we do have some FOH. I know what that would mean if you were talking on Reddit. What does that mean on his belt? Does it mean the same thing? That's swearing. Anyway, it looks fine. It's okay. It doesn't look bad, but it definitely would be brought to life if it had a little bit of shading, a little bit more color, but it looks okay. I like the silver. That's good enough. Okay, so that's fine. The sculpt is fine. No real complaints as far as the aesthetic goes, other than, it could look a little bit nicer, so I'll give it an 8. That's solid. It's fine. Totally fine. Okay, as far as accessories go, we get his Mega Man gun, which I'm guessing just slides over his arm. I'm not familiar with this character, but if it does just slide over his arm, there's nothing really holding it. There's no retention. I mean, it's not falling off. There we go. It depends on if you have it wedged at all, but there's no real retention. All right, so there's that, but it looks okay, I guess. It's a thing. So you get that. And then you get no alternate hands, but you do get his gun. which is a funny looking gun. It's a silly, silly gun, but I mean, for a Hasbro accessory, it's done really well. The paints are clean. It's not warped or anything. That's cool. You get this piece, which I'm guessing is just meant to go on here to hold a muzzle blast effect. I'm guessing that's what that's for. I don't know, but that's what it seems like considering the holes in the bottom. So maybe that's what that is. But that pegs into his back, and then you also have his sticks. These are called his Sticks of Doom, I believe. And they peg into the gun, so they can go on his back. But the weird thing about these is he can't hold them all that well. Like, on this hand, obviously it's okay. But on this hand, that's not happening at all. So he can only hold one at a time, and maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a thing about his character, I don't know. But only one useful hand for the Sticks of Doom. But they do peg into the gun and go on his back, so it's okay. So accessory-wise, 8 out of 10. It's better than average, but we don't have any alternate hands, so that still kind of sucks. All right, articulation on this guy. I'm going to warn you, it's not the best. Ball peg for the head. It leans side to side a little bit, forward and back just a touch, and then it can rotate. So not much more than you would have expected. At least the paint job on the face is nice and clean. I'll give him that. So this is all one piece right here, essentially. What is going on here? Blue? I don't know what that is. Anyway, this is all connected here. So his arm, it's not going to have the full range, not even close. But it's not the worst thing. Like, you can still pose it some, so that's all right, I guess. Bicep swivel is there. Double jointed elbow is not the best range, given the thickness here, but it's okay. That's what they called me in high school, by the way. All right, so you get a wrist swivel with a vertical hinge. I like that. Then on this side, the shoulder has much more range, but you have this relatively stiff piece of plastic that just is going to be horrible. Absolutely horrible for posing. You want to use this arm in any pose other than straight down or straight out to the side, this looks terrible. So that's not great. This could have been easily connected on like a ball peg so you could at least shift it or something, but it's going to be very cumbersome when trying to pose this guy and trying to make it look good. This is going to make it look bad. So that kind of sucks. Vertical hinge on this side too, though. That's nice. All right, for the torso, just a ball peg here at the bottom, which isn't the worst. Like, I get it. He's got some baggy clothes and stuff, so it's not bad considering it's just a single basic ball peg. It'll do. It's fine. I'm not totally upset about that given the character design. Now these, on the other hand, though, they don't really want to move too much because they do connect all the way around. So let's see what we can do with the legs. Bring the leg forward, not quite horizontal. It's not bad though, I'll take it. This part's more of a problem than this, so that's all right. Are these Bishop's legs? The thighs? They seem chunky. Maybe they're new ones, don't know. Going out to the side, definitely not going to be crazy because of the coat, but it's not the worst thing we've seen. It's better than I thought it was going to be in terms of posability. You do get a thigh swivel in there, of course. Double jointed knee is not the best looking thing we've ever seen, but you get full range. So there's that. All right, and then for the ankles, they go all the way back, pretty far forward, and the ankle rocker is acceptable at best. So nothing thrilling here about the articulation, but it's not bad. I'd say the worst thing really is this is gonna ruin this arm. They didn't account for it really at all. It's out to the side some, but it's not enough. It's gonna look goofy if you ask me. So let me know what you guys think about that. But the articulation's fine for this design. It's still probably gonna be only a 6. He's fairly limited. But for this design, it's okay. All right, time for the final verdict on this release. Oh, hey, does this rotate? It looks like it does. Cool, it doesn't just flex, it rotates a little bit. So that'll be helpful, I like it. Doesn't really change anything, but I like it. All right, so it's not bad. Like, for being a brand new mold and everything, that's pretty cool. I like that. I just wish they executed it a little bit more, no pun intended. It's mostly not gonna pose that well. It doesn't have a particularly good paint job, even though the new sculpted parts are pretty nice. So it's kind of like, okay, it's better, but is it? Kinda. I don't know. For Marvel Legends, I'm gonna give it a 7. Having new sculpted parts is a plus, and it's not like it's bad in the other ways. So 7 for Marvel Legends, it's fine. I don't think anybody's gonna be thrilled by it. I already saw a lot of people repainting it and making it look much better, but it's fine. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, well, you should, because I'm getting back to having videos almost every single day, and I do have thousands and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. Every single 1,000 of them, come back for that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.